It's my G Gaming. I know, Pikachu, but I really have to go! Oh, hi there, Pikachu, my old friend. Welcome to this Riffview for the second coming of Let's Go Pikachu, aka Pokemon Yellow redid. With fancy nails, a fancy dress, a big old head of hair, and a voice you wouldn't believe. And also quite a few annoyances to the systems that we've all kind of grown accustomed to. So it's that one foot in the grave syndrome that kind of comes along with a lot of Nintendo properties these days. Pikachu swole level off the charts. Putting on my positive scrunchie first, there are a lot of really awesome changes that have come to this iteration, with the greatest of which, in my opinion, being the fact that your entire party from square one gets experience from absolutely anything that your primary Pokemon does, who still gets a little bit more experience, but that means no more will you be leaving your Pokemon in the dust just for having them sit in the 2nd through 6th place in your inbox, or your computer box, which you can now access anywhere you are without having to stop into a Pokemon Center. Those are incredible, smart, refined choices that highlight the good in Nintendo's creative approaches. $1,000 for beating up someone else's pets? Who the hell invested in that startup business model? Catching Pokemon, however, becomes more and more of a chore as the game goes on in Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, because they've decided to adopt the Pokemon Go philosophy, which is just berries. There's no more battling, there's no more weakening. Everything's gone all PC in here. Alright, time to fight the clone of that last trainer, Pikachu, go! And that does not mean that I need to battle every single Pokemon that I run into and bash them into the ground to make them my slaves. I'm totally fine making it PC. I'm totally fine having that middle ground. But the problem is the berry aspect. Like, the exact same berries that are in Pokemon Go are in this game to bring over the mobile crowd, I suppose, but they don't offer enough options. So when you're going against legendary Pokemon or even regular Joe Schmo Pokemon like Rattata, at level 35 or 40, it's taking 8, 10, 12 Pokeballs to drop them. Or, for God's sake, my Articuno disaster, which took, I kid you not, 110 Pokeballs to finally catch them. Because there is no option to put them to sleep. There is no minigame to poison them. There is no attach a paralysis button to Pikachu's shirt. There's nothing else and no more layers to catching. So it's really just a compartmentalization of the battle system into gyms and trainers, and then not leaving anything behind except litter and old used systems that are intentionally balanced for microtransactions, which there are none in this game, so that just feels even more empty and frankly grindy towards the end game. Oh, thank goodness, my shadow saved Pikachu. The story for Let's Go Pikachu is, I mean, it's the same old story, but with some new twists that I did appreciate from a nostalgia perspective. But, I mean, frankly, if you're here for the story, I don't know what to tell you. You're just not here for the right reason. But that is another herald to what Nintendo is willing to change, even with this monolithic brand. Well, this is ground zero for the cordyceps epidemic, apparently, with all this purple fog everywhere. Motion controls do not work if you are not docked to the Switch itself, so I would completely recommend playing like that if you have a chance to. If not, you'll be flinging Pokeballs around like a sprinkler gone crazy. My sack of balls and berries is great for attracting pervy spirits. One aspect that I really wanted Nintendo to leave behind in the past was the trade exclusive evolutions, because it just doesn't make sense anymore. Even with this completely online world that we live in, shiny hunting and trading in general, it shouldn't be mandatory. That is all I ask, but it really is if you want to complete your Pokedex here. Good girl. Good. Serve your master. It's a lot of little things and a couple of big things that make Let's Go Pikachu a 7 out of 10 from me. Thank you for listening and watching. I'll see you next time. Poke Power!